Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Definitive Edition, and last time we took out the Space Marines. So I think today we will take a couple locations from the Eldar and likely end up taking out their stronghold as well. Now, as you guys know, when I do the Stronghold, I usually like to siege the base down. I think that's going to be actually pretty hard as the Chaos Forces, but we'll see how it feels. But I don't feel that we have like the best tools to take care of that situation, so I'm a little bit worried about it, not going to lie. I mean, we can potentially call in pink horrors to try to take out the structures and things like that, but I think they're just going to end up getting blown up by fire prisms and other infantry. And then our defilers, their artillery isn't exactly great at killing buildings or vehicles, so that's going to leave us up for the predators. But from what I've seen so far, they seem to be pretty direct line of sight, direct fire, so they may not have a lot of accuracy and area to shoot into a lot of vehicles. But we'll see. I mean, we do have access to the Bloodthirster, so that may be our saving grace, right? Because we can use him to fly around the battlefield and chop things up. But then he also seems to take a lot of damage too, so like I said, I'm pretty worried about how that's going to go. But I do want to take out the Eldar, because I don't want to have to worry about their honor guard attacking us, because they're actually going to be surprisingly good at doing damage to us. And then we also have to worry about all of their stealth units in the in their town, so
We need enemies. I will shatter their souls.
But we'll see how it goes. But as you can see, they already got their Banshee upgrades going, so that means they're doing like 100 damage in melee, and that's per model, so you know, yes, our heroes still have the damage advantage, but here's what I'm worried about is we're just continually getting smashed apart, and then our poor defiler is at risk for getting killed here by these AoE turrets.
Do you hear the voices too? It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain. We see the target. We see the target.
Alright, let's try to get as many kills as we can here. Jump you over here, try to run away from those Dark Reapers. Hopefully that will take down the city, and it did. So we have a couple of you that are pretty injured.
We need enemies.
So we'll pull you over to there. And I guess we'll just send these guys to capture points in case we get attacked again.
We are taking fire.
Yes.
I don't know if that's actually going to happen though.
Do you hear the voices too? Yes. The objective is not lost on us. We need enemies.
I will shatter their souls.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Yeah,
It is a good
probably be getting you over here.
Wings of fire.
Enemies. We need enemies.
Use increased movement.
Feel the warp overtaking me.
Those warriors are messing you up. We're going to have to pull you away.
Enemies. We need enemies.
And we got Harlequins and stuff over here.
Must kill. Of course. We must kill. Do you hear the voices too? Now what?
We captured it. We're here for your cause. Yes, yes, we will work faster.
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain. Sanity is for the weak.
Alright, let's keep chopping things up here.
Chaos, consume us! Of course.
Alright, let's pull you over here and push into their main base. That should allow us to finish this off. And hopefully we have enough raptors now that they'll be able to soak up the overwatch from the turrets, keeping the rest of our honor guard alive so we can keep pushing through.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
And again, the turrets have less health than the listening post, so it's generally more cost effective for you to kill the turrets first and then focusing down the listening post. And hopefully our defiler can just sit back there and kind of tank some hits, because it should just be anti-infantry units. Although naturally I seem to have doomed him, because I see on the mini-map it appears that he just died, so I guess that was a bad idea. That's another 300 requisition we're going to have to spend. Alright, we got ourselves a demonkin from the Elder Witches, so that's not terrible. So I think we just move right on to attacking the... Well, or do we? Because we're actually low on requisition and I would like to get the points back. So maybe we actually instead just do some skirmish missions. I didn't take into account our requisition situation.
Sanity is for the weak.
My life is forfeit. We will build it for you.
Yeah, we also wasted more resources than we probably needed to by building the buildings there, but maybe it'll dissuade the Eldar from attacking us.
We can serve you. Chaos is strong.
Because really, we don't need to do any more defensive missions.
We're here to serve, Master.
It is ours for the
Anything for the
taking.
great powers. Whatever you desire.
Alright, let's just build things up a little bit though, because I think there's a good chance we're going to get attacked here.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
We're here for the Dark Gods.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. That is the way to hell.
Chaos weapons.
Sanity is for the weak.
Slaughter them all. We are taking fire.
Alright, time to take the honor guard out again. Now we kind of got a feel for what they have for units. It should ideally be weaker than what we fought last time, because some of their guys should be killed unless they have lots of resources to be able to reinforce them right away. But that really shouldn't be a mechanic, since they're supposed to only be able to do that on their turret.
I will shatter their souls.
Do you hear the voices too?
Not good, you guys can attack here. And you need to get out of there so they don't kill you.
The objective is not lost on us.
And then you can come over to attack this. And the one that's weakened can also help take out.
Wings of fire.
Sanity is for the
We
weak.
captured it for chaos.
He'll capture these locations
The
here.
objective is not lost on us.
We soar on wings of fire.
And you guys
Whatever you desire.
can start pushing through.
We serve.
Get that upgrade going.
Now, sanity is for the weak.
You guys should have been moving down here. That was a little bit of a lapse on my
We can
part.
taste their blood already.
We're here for the Dark
Victory
Gods.
is assured.
The Eldar are near.
They're throwing their little grenades at us. That shouldn't be a problem.
Sanity is for the weak.
We're here for the Dark Gods.
We
have it
captured
now.
it for chaos.
What would you like us to do?
Well, let's just have you guys attack into here
Must kill!
while we're waiting for these guys to come over.
Kill! Crush! Rend them limb from limb!
For the hunt.
They're actually doing a surprising amount of damage to us.
Feel the warp overtaking me.
We're
It is
here
a
for the
good
Dark
pain.
Gods. As you wish.
Warp overtaking me.
Alright,
It is a
good.
good pain.
We live for the hunt. None can
You
trouble
guys can
my
start
spells.
attacking up
None
here.
can trouble my spells. Slaughter them all.
And send the raptors in to try to soak up the turret fire while the rest of our heroic units get here.
Sanity is for the weak.
Though honestly, it kind of looks like the raptors might die before we get to do anything useful with them.
Must kill!
Alright guys, come on.
Our victory is assured.
Alright, that looks good. Maybe we just rush to kill his webway assembly here.
Our victory is assured.
Let's have you guys just increase your damage. Alright, and hopefully we didn't end up losing too much of the honor guard there. Feels like we did a pretty good job. Alright, nice. So that means if I come back up to here, then I should be able to launch an attack against the Eldar here. So we'll save it real quick. And launch an attack. And look at our buildings here. Damn. Actually, I guess I'm not going to be able to get any more guys, but that's okay.
Eldar rely on stealth and trickery where others trust in direct force and valor. An ancient and debased people, the aliens only sully their hands in battle when they have no choice. When the Eldar's enemies at last tracked down their hidden base of operations in Tyria, the far-seer Taldir turned to a strategy of trickery. In this, she followed the ways of her ancient and deceitful race. Her forces were centered on a great reinforced hill in a remote, frozen area with very limited access. To cut off these access points, the far-seer lured Cat's Paws to Tyria. Orcs, dissatisfied with the war of Warlord Gorguts, followed advice whispered by Taldir's warlocks and camped right where they could screen the Eldar from attackers. The Eldar, nevertheless, built a substantial force of their own. Advanced webway gates allowed them to ferry troops from the Wraith ship hiding behind a holofield somewhere in the Cronus system. But these same gates were the Eldar's great weakness. If attackers could take and hold them, Taldir would be cut off from reinforcements and any hope of escape. Alone and outnumbered, the Eldar would be caught in their own trap.
All is prepared.
Excellent. Exopricanus, take your warp spiders to their positions and then return to the aspect shrine.
We are on our way.
You have doubts, Harlequin?
I trust in your vision, Taldir of Oathway, but to stand surrounded by primitives makes me uneasy.
I understand your distaste, but Eldar rely on speed and stealth. We are not made for entrenched positions. The orcs, however, make for excellent tools. They will keep the supply roads closed and our true enemies weak.
And if these attackers defeat the orcs?
I do not doubt they will overcome our cat's paws, but it will cost them. And in their weakened state, they will face the wailing doom itself. The Seer Council has named the young king. Exarch Racanis of the Warp Spider Shrine shall sacrifice himself to awaken our most powerful warrior, the Avatar of Cain.
None shall escape my wrath.
Chaos consumer!
I am not your bootleg!
Alright, well, we'll try to rush and get
True answer.
these points captured before the Eldar ambush starts.
The aliens are camped to the west.
The Chaos Gods.
Yes, and their Farseer is with them. I
We're here
believe we
to
take
serve,
her.
Master.
Do you hear the voices too?
Suspect one.
So,
We're
these
here
guys are
to
starting to
serve,
come
Master.
over here. This ambush is starting. Big thing is I just need to keep the warp spiders
This errand is beneath me.
in melee so they can't focus fire down
These are at your disposal.
our heavy
We're here
infantry,
for
or they'll
dark gods.
definitely assassinate our honor guard. Now, the bad news is I think there's a good chance we're going to lose our honor guard here because there is a bug when you do this map that once you defeat it, you lose all your honor guard, and they have not patched that out.
Fresh victims.
As far as I know, I guess we'll find out. Alright, come on. Land jet bike so I can take, or Viper, so I can take you out, so you can stop disrupting my units. Alright, and here's the fire prism. I was kind of waiting for that to show up.
We're here for the dark gods.
Alright, let's get you over here. Alright, well they're definitely doing damage to me here. I would usually be trying to micro these guys around a little bit more, but again, knowing that I'm going to lose them no matter what, I kind of feel like I should just sit here and tank the hits.
As you wish. As you wish.
Chaos rewards
And
those
what
who
happens,
kill its
happens,
men.
right?
Meeting resistance.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Yeah, see, the Viper can't really affect the Halifax there at all, because he's, with his boots of corn or whatever they were called, he can't be knocked down.
Overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Alright, now the orcs are attacking us.
We need enemies.
Show me the enemy.
Alright, we've knocked that down. Let's get these
Feel good
listening posts up
overtaking
and
me.
ready.
It is a good pain. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Alright, let's get you over here and start healing these guys.
There's more than just puny Eldars here. We was right to split off from Gorguts' lot. We're gonna have us a proper war right here. War!
My life
I feel
Alright,
Warp
and unfortunately with how
overtaking me.
injured those
It
guys
is a
are, I'm a
good
little worried to push out and get that third.
We should use the squiggles on
Anything
them.
for the great
No, leave
powers.
them be. The squiggles ain't trained yet. I don't want to get stuck straight in bits of me after their feet.
The third
Cross me.
listening post here, because all my guys are pretty injured actually.
for the weak.
So maybe we just focus on getting some Chaos Space Marines up, and then they can act as a base defense, because they'll still warp guys up and attack us from the northern aspect here. And like we could just see here, and then the orcs will also intermittently attack us from the east until we take out their base, and then we'll occasionally also get attacks from the west from the other Eldar.
Your will?
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. The Chaos Gods speak clearly hear the voices too? Of course.
Alright, well, maybe we can push with these guys.
Do not trifle with me,
And you can go with them.
Do you hear the voices too?
In case he has flash kits or something over there. Because I want to give him the plasma weapons, but I can't unlock those until I get the next stronghold upgrade going.
The warp overtaking me.
Alright, well, I guess now we can get those going. Maybe I get that before we push, and then we can also turn our guys into a cloaked unit. But I'm actually, it's been a while since I played, but I'm pretty sure if I just come over here I can capture it. I don't think there's a listing post built. Yeah, that's kind of what I remembered.
Whatever you desire.
Alright,
I
we'll
tried
get you
to
over
handle
here.
We need enemies.
And die.
Must kill.
Freaking
Meeting resistance.
Vipers over here.
We have it now.
Honestly, I think that turret's probably gonna die since I don't have any
Sanity is for the
heretics over here to try to help it.
Yes, of course.
Or maybe the Defiler's just gonna aggro all the attacks and then we don't have to worry about it.
To battle.
Cross me and die.
Here come some guys from the north attacking us there.
I will tear the hills from
Great one.
Alright, looks like they must have splattered one of our heretics because I see some bloody chunks there.
with me, worm.
That is the way to hell.
We're here for the dark
It is
gods.
as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
My life is forfeit. Yes, yes, of course. Yes, yes, of course. Yes, yes, of course.
This errand is beneath me. I understand more. The true power is here.
Alright, now we're just stuck into the situation where we gotta get an army going, because on this map, since you're gonna be attacked in a three-way gangbang against you here, you do need to have some guys left behind to protect your base more so than some of the other Stronghold missions. Now, it's nowhere as near as bad as the Tau mission is. That one can be very frustrating, especially if you wait for it to be late in the late game that you're taking it over. Yeah, here comes the flash kits here. Now the good news is that orcs rarely, well, that's not true. The Big Mech does occasionally come down here with those forces, in which case he'll uncloak our units here. But a lot of the time he actually doesn't, and so we can just keep our couple of stealth units there to lock down that location until we're ready to push the orc base. I recommend that you push the orc base. Some people may make a counter argument that you should actually push on the western aspect first, because as you push through the western aspect, the Eldar base that's there that you can kind of see on the map with the exposed territory, it'll warp away, and then another Chaos faction shows up. And the Chaos faction actually attacks the Eldar and doesn't attack you, which I think is really weird, that they have it programmed that way, so you can technically use them to help push against the Eldar. Now they will attack you as well, so you don't want to you can't like coincide your timings with them, but it will decrease the amount of attacks that you're having from the western aspect. So again, some people are like, well, because of that you should just let leave the orcs alone for a little bit and then just attack the western aspect. But when you kill the orcs, one, they're a lot stronger than the minor Eldar attacks, and most of the Eldar attacks come from the northern aspect here where they're warping in, and that's not affected by the chaos spawning in. And then if you clear out the eastern aspect, you get the thermal plasma generator, and you can get 2 of them, and then you also get access to 2 listening posts, so that can be very helpful for you, because if you attack on the west, you will get 1 thermal plasma generator and then 2 listening posts. If you have jump infantry like raptors, you can technically jump across the river and capture 2 more points, but then you can't build it up because your builder units don't have the teleport ability. But I just think killing the orcs is the better way to go, because I find them to be a much more dangerous threat.
These little ones are dangerous.
I mean, it is annoying when the Eldar attack you with the Vipers or the Fire Prisms every once in a while, but that's few and in between, whereas the orcs are attacking you, they are almost always bringing war tracks, flash gets, you know, boys, and shoot us, so it's like, why even worry about it if you can just push through and just nullify the threat, right? Or at least that's my thought process. If you guys like the other pathway, certainly let me know your reasoning behind it, but that's been my impression doing this map now several times as we've done our different playthroughs.
I command the darker powers. For the dark gods! We are taking fire!
Warp overtaking me. It is a good day. Do you hear the voices too?
Alright, let's keep pushing these guys out here.
Take us to battle.
Anything for the great powers. Yes, yes, of course, one.
This is the last time!
Alright, I think we're pretty much getting close to... Oh, wait.
That is your wish.
I haven't built my vehicles up
command the
yet.
darker
I
powers.
was gonna say, I think we're getting ready to push, but I haven't actually built up my predators or anything, so I guess we're not gonna be pushing.
Enemies.
I got a little ahead of myself, because usually I do my vehicles first and then I get my infantry.
Possibly know.
But I've just been so fixated on infantry and talking about fighting orcs that I just did my infantry army first. Because usually the vehicles are way more powerful, so they're the ones you want to prioritize first. But I guess in the meantime we can push the thermal plasma generator situation to the east here.
Chaos is the only true answer. Do you hear the voices too?
Now technically if you go real slow they'll warp in turrets over here, but I tend to just manhandle it once we get up to the Eldar base to kill all their turrets. But if you're finding that's too overwhelming for you, you can activate their summoning of turrets by just not attacking those webway gates for a little bit of time while you're over there. I think they warp in like 4 of them if I remember correctly.
Yes, master. It will be done.
Whatever you desire, we serve.
Alright, max infantry are out. Now we just gotta work on the vehicles. Got our tech going. We should probably get our energy up and running because we're gonna start getting the vehicles, which means we're gonna start blowing through it pretty aggressively.
We need enemies. Enemies! We need enemies.
Chaos is the only true answer.
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain.
Alright, that's good.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Alright, get you guys equipped because we're going to be fighting looted tanks and lots of banners. Cans, all sorts of units over here. I suspect this is going to be quite a bloody push, to be honest.
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain.
Now, I will say one of the things I like about Soulstorm over Dark Crusade is I do like having a timer on the mission, so that way I'm always cognizant of how long I've been playing on the mission now, I can see how some people could get really annoyed with that because they could feel the pressure, but I like it because it always forces me to be like, oh my god, how I should really be having an army out by, 20 minutes and be starting to push. So it just kind of helps me focus on my timings a little bit and to play a little more aggressive, because without kind of that kick in the pants here to get me moving, I tend to just be like, oh, alright, well, we'll just get a max army out and we'll see what happens and kind of go from there. Whereas I could at least be sieging some things down, pushing, and then continuing to build things in the background. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm expecting this to be quite a longer mission because I'm pretty worried. One, it's just there's something on every aspect of the map, so you got to spend a lot of time clearing it out. And as I suspected, the predators are having trouble shooting onto elevated positions. I think that's going to be foreshadowing for a difficult time sieging the Eldar base. And then we have to, like I said, kill everything around the base here. So we got to take orcs out, we got to kill chaos, we got to, take over relics and clear out all the positions. And because I'm going to elect to beat this by conquest, which is just by killing the opponents, that means I'm going to need to have to deal with a lot of overwhelming forces, which probably means many, many armies before we get things ready.
Cross me and die.
Alright, well, let's get you guys pushed down here. Not really liking that my predators are already so injured, but I guess the looted tanks maybe have been sniping them from afar.
Purpose. Do not try to make me worm.
Alright, we'll try to get down here. Now the big thing is as you're pushing down here, your guys will aggro onto the squigus in the cage, but technically once you release the squigus from the cage, they become allied to you, and the AI will start attacking the orc base with those two units. So you typically want to time it so you're attacking with them to help minimize the amount of damage you take, because at going up that ramp and dealing with all those banners and other units attacking you at that location, it definitely can make you want to not push through. As you can see, I'm taking some pretty heavy losses here. So yeah, you just don't want to injure those squigus. And they're supposed to be bullet sponges for you as you're running in with your other forces. The problem is they don't really attack very reasonably. They just kind of walk into the middle of the enemy base and stand there a little bit. So it really limits their utility.
What do you want?
Predator here, the armored fist of chaos.
The chaos gods speak clearly now.
We are just taking us into the thick of it.
Alright, so they're just kind of standing in the middle of the base getting shot up. So that's why you want to time your attack to be with them so you can work together. But unfortunately, given how injured we were trying to free them, I think they'll probably be dead by the time we even get up here, which means they're going to start aggroing onto us before we can start shooting them down. But all these angles here, yeah, see, he's already got one of them down. All these angles and poor shooting abilities here can make it so you really take a lot of damage as you're moving up. But freeing the squigus is one of our objectives, so we're gonna do it. There's really no downside to freeing them.
The ancient powers of chaos go where they please.
Alright, keep pushing through. So yeah, as you can see, they got quite the force here. Just lots of mega armored knobs, lots of cannons, lots of looted tanks. They got flash kits in here as well, so that's why they're giving you the assistance with the Squigus here.
Chaos rewards those who kill in its name.
Yeah, man, I am still bankrupt, but I guess I have been suffering so many losses, I'm not shocked. Alright, so that's the orcs down, so that should be a big boost for us.
My life is forfeit.
Get you over here to build that thermal plasma generator and then start to capture some of these listening posts, because we're definitely going to need the resources.
These orcs had cut off the armored scouts sent into the mountains. Now they may join us for the coming
Enemies!
fight.
We need enemies. Prepare for battle.
Meeting resistance!
Alright, I feel like we've gotten over the biggest hurdle here, because once you start to get your death blob going and you're taking out some of the bases, then it's really just starting the mop-up operation.
We're here for the Dark Gods. Whatever you desire.
Alright, also should give us some opportunity to build up an army again, or at least recover our losses.
We have captured a location.
Let me kill them!
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain.
Yes, yes, we will work faster.
We are under attack!
We must kill!
Alright, we're pushing through.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We must once more into the fray! The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Alright, how many of these guys do I want over here?
Guide me wisely.
I mean, part of me wants to have the defilers over here, but the other part of me knows they're just going to get shot up as we go through all the turret sieges, because this is the area where all the turrets on the map are. Because if you attack from the center, then they'll warp in turrets over there as well, so you don't have to deal with them all here, but I just go from one turret
Return to the
pile
main
to
base.
another.
Let our enemies fight amongst themselves.
Got them! Got them all!
We'll push through. Now, if you were going to do it the easier way to beat this mission, you just have to capture all 3 of these critical locations and you hold it like a capture and hold victory. But again, I just think it's more fun to attack the enemy base myself, because it's just such a overpowered base that it's very challenging, and that they're really aggressive with protecting it, so it's so different from most of the other missions that I just like to do a base kill. But as you can see here, each one of these locations here has, what, 9 turrets around it?
Lord Eliphas of the Word-Bearer Legion. Your forces will march for me once you lay slain.
You truly think your tiny cult can overcome my legion?
My
The
abilities are at
1,000
your
years of
disposal.
torment I suffered will seem gentle when you receive your sentence at my hands.
My abilities are at your disposal.
Big thing is, as you're pushing through there, you gotta be careful about the ramps, because you don't want to aggro the fire prisms. Because while you as a player get a cap to them, they do not, so they'll frequently have somewhere between 5 and 10 of them up there.
The darker powers.
And they'll keep producing more. So typically you just run around here and take out all the base structures that are down here and all the turrets and just kind of lock down your pass here.
The webway gates to your wraith ship are vulnerable.
A fast strike in and out.
Yeah, it's just the capture and hold victory is so freaking easy that I just hate to beat this mission that way. And we feel like we've been playing for like 40 minutes, so, and we've not even crossed half the map yet, so like I said, it's just such a big map and there's so much stuff that you gotta deal with here. We haven't even started sieging down the Eldar yet. The one part I'm a little bit worried about is usually my economy is a lot stronger.
And finish the cross. The arteries are clear, my lord. The Eldar have extended their webway to this world through 3 great gates at the crest of this mountain.
And so we've captured out we've destroyed half the V, now we just gotta get the other V. But we're definitely gonna suffer a lot of losses here. So I'm hoping we're gonna have a lot more requisition, but our guys are high damage and I would say medium damage sponges. So we're definitely spending lots and lots of resources to keep them in the action here. Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, so normally what would happen is you'd take out all these areas here and then you just divide your army into 3 and just put up some defensive barriers around the critical locations and hold it for 10 minutes, then you get victory. But again, I find that to be very boring.
None can stand against the coming darkness. I see with purpose.
There will be nothing left to bury.
And obviously they have an avatar, because you can see how other buildings have that glow to them as well, which means they have increased production.
Cross me and die.
Alright, that looks good.
Chaos is our master.
Whatever you desire.
Do you hear the voices too? Meeting resistance!
Enemies. We need enemies.
Cross me.
Alright, let's start to push down here.
Of course, we do your bidding.
There's tons of these Wraith Lords over here and then more turrets.
I see with
And then again, if you haven't killed all the turrets up top here like we did as you're fighting down here, more of them will warp in around all those webway gates that we're going to pass.
and die.
There will be nothing left to bury.
Show me the enemy.
All weapons primed and ready for battle.
I see
All weapons
with
primed and ready
purpose.
for battle.
Cross me
After
and
1,000
die.
battles, one only sees death.
cross me and die.
And then at these cliff faces with the other webways there, they'll warp in more turrets to help decompress that main pathway if you're really struggling with it. But again, I find that almost every faction just get up there and manhandle them, but with a late game army.
Do not trifle with me, worm. It is as though 1,000 mouths
Anything
cry
for
out
the
in
great
pain.
powers.
What do you want? Show me the enemy.
Alright, now that we're clearing this area out, we'll push on to the western aspect. As you can see, here comes the Chaos Forces, because they push to the northwest here and then come up that valley, which is why that valley can be a little bit annoying to hold as any faction, because they'll keep running out the Wraith Knights there, and occasional Dark Reapers and the Sentinel. But that leaves our front and other side open to a harassment.
I see your purpose.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Anything for the great powers. Anything for the great powers.
We are the destroyer!
Yes, yes, we will work faster.
Your kind Chaos will be rewards destroyed. those who kill in its name.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Now, the big thing here is as you're attacking the Chaos base, you don't have to kill everything, you just have to assassinate the enemy sorcerer, and then the AI will automatically just self-destruct all the rest of his base. But rarely do you want to just charge in and directly kill him, because you'll be taking tons of damage by all of his vehicles, turrets, everybody else that's there. So we'll just clear this out and then see if we can stumble across the sorcerer who's usually hiding in the north here. Because I assume we should just be able to push everybody through here. And just keep killing. There's the sorcerer right there that we have to assassinate. Alright, and as you can see, everybody's self-destructing there. So we'll capture that location. Because if you do it right away, they'll just automatically have it captured. So now we got it to help with our resources.
Ah, defectors from the Renegade's forces. Serve me, and you may
we
redeem
will
yourselves
work
before
faster.
chaos. Me, worm. Enemies! We need enemies!
definitely a little bit rough. That we're just now getting ready to attack the base, and we still got to build up the listening post there. But we're getting there. We're getting closer. We almost have 10,000 requisition stocked. Now, once you've killed those guys, though, they will start attacking you more from the Eldar base, because anybody that would have gone to fight Chaos will now start attacking you. And now, once you fortify the relic location, then all their units will run through that direction, and you don't have to worry so much about your personal base defense anymore, as long as you have a blocking force there.
The lust for blood is never
But if you don't, you're going to be getting your base sieged by a decent amount of units every 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, I guess I should say. So I just think this is a much better option to be aggressive.
I will tear them limb from limb. The lust for blood is never satiated.
Yes, yes, right away!
Keep trying.
Yeah, so these will be the forces that will just keep attacking you. And so when you're building up a base defense force, you know, you got to worry about Banshees, Seer Council, and then usually a couple of Wraith Lords and occasionally some Guardians. So it's not a bad army necessarily that they're attacking you with. I tend to just build a secondary base right here to, one, help us get into combat quicker, and then two, that will just block them from attacking your main base once you get this going.
Whatever you desire. Bless us, Great One.
Alright, pick that up.
Keep trying.
I don't think we're going to need to build any more of those plasma generators since we got the 2 thermal generators. So we actually got quite a bit more energy production coming in than we do. Oh, shit. I didn't finish capturing the relic. But we got so much more energy coming in than we do requisition. Alright, hopefully we can get our base going, and then maybe we can start pushing into the enemy fortification here. I think we're going to need pretty much all the buildings to get up.
Faster, but of course, Master.
Where is the blood I was promised?
The Chaos Gods demand their souls.
Alright, I think we can just maybe push while we are building up our base.
Take us to battle.
Now maybe it makes more sense for us to attack from the side than the front.
Of course. We do your bidding.
Alright, well let's see how this goes, but I'm pretty worried that the Defilers are just going to be absolutely abysmal as we're sitting here trying to get through all these fire prisms here, because they're just going to be AoE blasting me. And I thought maybe they were going to stop attacking me if I was attacking from the side here, but looks like that's going to allow them just to kill our base. Our secondary base, I guess I should say. Yeah, see, this is kind of a disaster, actually, because we haven't even made it in to attack these vehicles. building there, because the reason is once you destroy those, they don't rebuild them. And therefore, once you kill all 3 of them, then they can no longer call in additional fire prisms. And that's usually the beginning of the end for them, because once you can drop the fire prisms, there's no issues. But just look at how quickly they can melt down the Bloodthirster. I mean, they can't even kill these fire prisms here, and that whole army just sieged them. And what did we get out of it? We did half a damage to a support portal, so not great. And in exchange, we are going to lose our whole secondary base over here, so that was a bit of a freaking train wreck. It was a much better idea in my head for sure.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull everybody back. Yeah, what a disaster. What a freaking disaster.
Take us to battle. Sanity.
That was a dumbass plan. I should have just spent a few extra minutes to finish those buildings. I could recover our losses and then built up a big turret. Big turret front like I usually do. And I could have just kept the defilers back at base to defend from these ambushes, or not even really call them ambushes, just regular attacks. So definitely a major mistake there. Now we got to worry about reproducing all of our troops.
My life is forfeit.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Must kill! Must kill!
Anything for the great powers.
Oh man, we still haven't even made our way all the way back up here to be able to capture it. I guess let's get the pink horrors and see if that works more effectively with their teleporting.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
For the Dark Gods! Why aren't we killing it?
Enemies! We need enemies.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Must for the Rat Gods!
Alright, we're slowly getting our army back up here. Now the next question is, do I make a secondary base and try to do this again, or not?
Enemies!
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 We need enemies.
Anything for the great powers.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Show me the enemy.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Alright, we're getting there.
Enemies!
Just gotta get everything
We
rebuilt
need
here.
enemies.
I guess the question's gonna be is how many of these times am I gonna have to rebuild this army before we take down these locations? I'm going to guess
Sanity is for the weak.
by the time we eliminate the enemy base, we will probably have rebuilt our army.
But of course, Master.
I'm gonna say 6 times.
Thank you. Thank Thank you, Master.
Because that was a pretty
Of course,
abysmal
Master.
first push. Maybe the pink horrors will be the key, but this is kind of what I was expecting, that it was not going to go well. So this is army number 2 now, since army number 1 was totally attacked. So let's send you guys over here to start getting ready to attack again.
Our prey is near.
Ready for battle. Nothing can stop us now.
Chaos consume us! Do not trifle with me, worm.
Chaos, consume us!
We are under attack! Meeting resistance!
Alright, we'll push through into here and see how it goes. So we've got at least 6 fire prisms right now. Try to warp the obliterators up top. See if they can shoot into the portal while these guys are over here trying to take out. See, he's already gotten 2 more up here. Alright, good news is I think we're going to kill it this time. So that's pretty huge, so we got that. So now the next question is, do I just pull back? I think we better, because these guys are almost dead. Alright, I think having the Defilers being the home base, or the secondary base holder is going to make good sense.
But of course, Master. We serve.
We'll strike them down! They will overcome us!
We are filled with the power of chaos!
The chaos once more into the fray! Of course, we do your bidding. It is as though 1,000
Enemy
mouths
spotted!
cry out
We
in
fight
pain.
back!
Do you hear the voices too? Do you hear the voices too? We are the destroyer! Chaos, consume us! To the battle!
Annihilate them! Meeting resistance!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Enemies! We need enemies. Chaos is our master! I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We must kill!
At least we got to the one side, now we're pushing on the other. I don't know, let's see. Looks like the freaking Avatar is clapping our Bloodthirster's cheeks though. We got the sync kill animation. Unfortunately it's the sync kill where he kills us, not the other way around. But yeah, it looks like every time we push we only kill about half of the fire prison, or the the support portal's health. Yeah, see, and then because they stagger the fire prisms, I just can't get over here to get those kills. So we'll pull you back. So I'm going to count that as army number 3. So we're working on number 4 now.
We are under attack! The power of chaos gives us strength! My lord!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Yeah, I think using the Defilers as the base protection is the best way to go here.
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain. Of course, we do your bidding. Of course, we do your bidding. Enemies! We need enemies.
Alright, army number 4. Let's see what happens here. The possessed Chaos Marines just seem to keep getting themselves killed, so maybe we leave them to help protect the base as well.
It is as though 1,000 miles cry out in pain.
Alright, Bloodthirsters here. Let's charge in. Unfortunately, you have not killed those turrets yet, so they're able to uncloak us right away.
Our weapons are ineffective against chaos armor. We see the target.
They're battling each other again. Looks like he's again going to get his sync kill on my Bloodthirster. Come on, guys. Just give me a few more attacks into the support shrine, and then we should be able to drop it. Oh, I lost vision.
Sanity is for the weak.
Run forward.
We are the destroyer! Take us to battle. Destroy!
Oh, you're so close. He's got 59 health left. 29. There you go. Alright, well, that's army number 4. So now we just got one more left, and then we just have to push in. Kill a lot of the targets that are in there. Kill the Avatar. Kill the Farseer. And then in the very center, they have like 4 infantry aspect shrines that you have to kill to stop the infantry from warping in as well. But again, the fire prisms are the biggest threat. Alright, well, let's make army number 5 now. Yeah, so got those 2 down. Still has lots of turrets there. Ah, shit, you know what I didn't do is cancel some of those Defiler productions to make our Predators. Yeah, I don't even know if going with these infantry is the right decision because they can just unstealth me. But then I don't know what else I would do. I mean, the Berserkers aren't going to be great because they're just going to get knocked over with the fire prisms as they're trying to get into melee.
Do you hear the voices too?
That is the way to hell.
Boy, at this rate, maybe 5 armies isn't going to be enough.
Come, my minions. Let us steal their souls.
Alright, so we're going to send our force from the west here to try and push up as our other force is pushing from the center. Because my hope is that we can split their forces while these guys push in the center. And hopefully try to spread out the attacks from those fire prisms. Whether this actually works or not, we're going to have to find out. guys just all keep attacking these fire prisms, man. Because what I don't know is will they always go out to be max number, or will each support shrine only allow them to get like 4 of these units? I'm not actually sure how that works. And then these guys are just charging in over here. And we've actually been able to kill some of these things, so that's good. Looks like we're pushing in pretty effectively. So that's a pretty big win. So army number 5 is definitely doing well. As you can see, they just swarmed in a bunch of reinforcements though here. Alright, you guys just keep pushing through. Unfortunately, our push in the center failed horrendously. At least taking out some of those turrets that are going to be anti-vehicle. And if I can just keep these guys cloaked, then he can just keep attacking without getting detected. That should allow us to destroy some of these aspect shrines and other units. Oh, well, so much for that idea. Of course, because they summon in the Guardians, that's going to be the case, because they have Warlocks, which are detectors. So I would say we are currently working on army number 6, so, you know, maybe my estimate's not going to be off.
My lord. Your will? Your will? Yes.
We need enemies.
Alright, we're just gonna kill those guys since they just keep getting their cheeks clapped there.
Me. It is a good pain.
Alright, let's get you guys built up then. So then the next question is do I send them in the center with everybody else, or do I do another split push where I have them this time attack from the east while our vehicles attack from the north, or the south, I guess it would be.
Is for the weak.
Alright, good. We're getting our population up. We just gotta get them reinforced. We got a bunch of pink horrors to hopefully help us take down the vehicles.
Sanity is for the weak.
Forces of chaos,
take us to battle.
Bow to me.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
The enemy.
I think doing the split push is the way to go, because it did seem to be pretty effective and did allow us to get into those aspect shrines pretty reasonably. Because if we can take those out, then and the turrets, then he'll no longer be able to attack me. And then theoretically, as long as I have a force attacking here, I shouldn't need to keep anybody back at the main base. Because they just directly attack from this direction here. Alright, you guys get up here. Alright, the Eastern Offensive is a total disaster. But I think we're going to take out the Soul Shrine, or not the Soul Shrine, the Support Shrine here. Maybe. Alright, good. So now his vehicle support should be finished. We just have to kill all the fire prisms that he's summoned in already.
Flee now! Enemies! We need enemies. We are under attack! As you command! We are Legion! We are under attack!
Alright, well, I don't think Army number 6 is going to be the way to go. But we did finally push them through. So I'm guessing it's going to be Army number 7.
Better than ever! We are Legion! Must kill!
Cross me and die.
We are under attack!
Holding the line, we just need the vehicles to get produced. And I suppose I'd be much more effective if I had the vehicles being produced. Became so fixated on getting the Predator that I didn't do the math and realized I'm definitely going to be able to afford a Defiler.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Destroyers have come to judge you!
Prepare for battle.
Alright, well since the split push from the east was such a flop, we'll try to go from the west again.
We must kill! We're back and better than ever! We are under attack! Must kill!
Alright, well let's see what happens. My stealth has already been broken. These guys are pushing in the center. Let's try to get you guys engaged with the fire prisms and drop them. Once they're down, I think that's going to make things much better for us.
They will overcome us!
Alright, can these guys kill the fire prisms or are they just going to keep getting disrupted is the question.
We are taking fire!
Alright, well, unfortunately, I think we need yet another army. Man, I am just not pushing through. Maybe we just have to have some of these bonus units come over to help.
For the gods, obliterate! We are filled with the power of chaos! Do you hear the voices
It's like,
too?
these melee guys aren't great, but if we're able to keep them alive and push them onto the fire prisms and they can do good damage, and certainly they can mop up the infantry that will warp in as well.
Forces of chaos. Cross me by.
But yeah, what is this, army number 8 now?
We are taking fire! Do you hear the voices too? Do you hear the voices too?
Yes, for the dark gods, your will.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Do not trifle with me, world.
Must kill them!
Alright, well, next army, get into position. I mean, the good news is now that all the support portals are down, every fire prism we kill is one less that we'll have to deal with, because he won't be able to make more.
We are under attack. I see.
You know, we're also attacking at second to last stronghold, so it's definitely been
Show me the enemy.
damage buffed.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good day. What do you want?
Alright, let's start sacrificing and then start pushing. Giddy up. What I'd give to use Hell Talons to help push on these more difficult territories right now. Hopefully by using the Bloodthirster like this, I can use him to aggro the attacks from the Fire Prism. Although I think they have a minimum range, so I think they're still going to focus on my infantry. But what is this, army 8 or 9 now? Alright, you just start depositing these guys all around. Alright, looks like we still got 3 more in there. We still haven't dropped the Avatar either. So not loving that.
We must kill!
Alright, we've got this under lockdown now. We've got the aspect shrines down, so now he's not getting infantry. We just need to take the Avatar down. We'll take the structures here. Once we take out the turrets, then he'll no longer be able to detect our Chaos Space Marines.
They will join us in taking these gateways from the Eldar.
Well, that's right. And then your bonus units that get killed from the north do spawn in again. Alright, the Avatar's just going ham on us right now.
Now I have the power to destroy everything.
Alright, we've almost gotten through his 40,000 health, but I think what's happening is just executing so many guys, he just keeps getting his immortal damage modification. Alright, finally we got him down. So what was that, 8 or 9 armies to get there? I knew it was going to be difficult. I wasn't quite expecting it to be that big of a slog, though.
The webway is closed to us now. We are trapped on this world. The Avatar of Cain has fallen. Go, all of you. Find what refuge you can in the wilderness of this world.
Escape is still possible, Farseer.
I do not deserve that title, Harlequin. My vision has failed us all. My fate is here, and I shall not flee from it.
The Eldar of Craft World Ulthwé came to Cronus pursuing their alien agendas, but in the end did nothing but feed the power of the Chaos Lord Eliphas the Inheritor. Despite her use of orcish servants and even a rival Chaos cult, the witch Taldir was unable to hold back Eliphas's forces, who cut her off from her vessel and subjected her people to the most terrible of fates. To celebrate his victory over the Eldar, Eliphas had his men crack open all the aliens' waystones. According to the black texts circulated after this dark day, these eldritch gems held the souls of the Eldar, keeping them from feeding the powers of chaos. By breaking the waystones, the word-bearers fed thousands of Eldar souls to Slaanesh, the chaos god of excess and decadence, and obtained that dark deity's favor for their dark crusade.
Well, I guess that's the... Ooh, and we got our final piece of Wargear too. I was going to say, well, at least that should be a consolation for us that we were able to send all those souls to Slaanesh as vengeance. So now we will ascend. Holy shit. Alright, well, I guess Demonic Ascension is no joke here. So now we do over 1,000 damage, have over 4,000 health, and do 316 range damage. So I guess that's going to make Eliphas the most powerful hero once he gets all of his Wargear done. So with that, I'm going to call it quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe, and to encourage me to post more content for you. And I think we'll have one more episode left on this playthrough. Take it easy, guys.